I'm Jess. I'm a biologist. I study how all of nature is connected and why plants and animals are important to each other. You don't have to go out to exotic places to see these kind of interactions. You can find them right here in your yard. Let's go look for some.
Here's a garden full of plants. Plants grow from seeds in soil that has lots of nutrients from the invertebrates we saw in the last video. They need water, light, and nutrients to grow. When they are big enough, many plants have flowers and spread their pollen and seeds to reproduce and make more plants. Plants need pollen from other plants of the same kind in order to reproduce, but most can't do this alone. Many plants need animals to help them pollinate. Animals that do this are called pollinators. Birds and bats can be pollinators, but most pollinators are insects. Plants use their flowers to attract pollinators. This is why flowers come in so many bright, pretty colors. Flowers of different shapes and colors can be favorites of different insects. Bees, for example, really like purple and blue flowers. Bees are very hardworking pollinators. They eat plant nectar to turn into honey, and when they do this, the pollen from the plants gets stuck in their fluffy bodies and legs. When the bees move to the next plant to get more nectar, they bring the pollen from the previous plants and spread it, doing this all around. Bees pollinate 1 of every 3 types of food that we eat. Most people think of bees when they think of pollinators, but let's not forget wasps. Wasps are also important pollinators. They eat other insects, but can also eat nectar, sap, and fruit. Ladybugs are also pollinators, even though they don't eat nectar. They eat other insects, called aphids, that live on plants. When they go to plants to eat these insects, pollen gets stuck to them, and they accidentally pollinate other plants along their way. Insects are important to the plants, but plants are important to the insects too. Even flowers that people consider to be weeds are important, like dandelions. Since dandelions bloom so early, they're some of the first flowers where insects can get nectar and feed their young. We wouldn't have plants without pollinators, and we wouldn't have pollinators without plants either.
Wow, we saw so many plants and their pollinators today. Now it's your turn to see what kind of interactions you can find in your own area.